on the video yesterday, I'm just going through everything. Oh, and look at this. Oh, and look at this. Oh, look, I've got a light hanging. Oh, and look at this food in here. Oh my gosh. Hey everyone. I have a few things to talk about, okay? Yesterday, I put up a video. I found it. I found this video that I did not push public on. I didn't publish it yet, right? Well, I think I may have actually published a version of it. But so I must have uploaded it once, didn't like it, edited it again, and put the newer version up, and then I published it because, yeah. Well, I found it. And what's funny is the reason I found it is because it is almost actually exactly 1 year from my breakup with Paul. Yeah, it's been a year. Okay, it's been a year. Yeah, a lot can happen in a year. And if you just hang tight, everybody, if you're going through something, hang tight and you'll get through it. I think a year is a really good time. It's a good space. It's a good timeline, right? Well, I found this video and I watched it. Oh my gosh. So I made myself a little vulnerable because I have no shame. I have no pride. I thought maybe you guys might enjoy seeing it. Maybe you could see, wow, you know, because I do have regular viewers that watch every single video that I put up, every episode. So, and thank you. Let me move this light a little bit. There we go. So I thought maybe you could see a comparison and see how I was, but oh my gosh, I laughed. I think I got red in the face from embarrassment just watching it going, oh my gosh, I'm embarrassing myself. I was all over the place. I was here. Oh, and look at my lights. Oh, well, look at, and look at, oh, and here's something over here. I think, looking back, well, if you haven't seen it, go see it when this is over. Okay? But, oh, and please subscribe, okay? Give me a thumbs up, okay? So, I think what was going on was I was trying to be normal. I was so upset. I was a wreck. I remember it. I was a wreck, and I could see it. You might not have seen it at the time, because I hadn't even told y'all that we broke up. I was like keeping it to myself, because I was so confused. I was confused. Yeah, I didn't know which end was up. I really didn't. I didn't know what was going on. Everything was foreign to me. So anyways, I think I was just trying to like be normal. Okay, well, let's pretend like everything is normal. Everything's okay. But it wasn't okay. It was not. If you did see it, I think you'll agree. And now that I'm really explaining it to you, yeah, I mean, it was, I was all over the place. I was faking it. I was faking it, yeah. Well, I'm not faking it now. No way. This is the real me. And what else? I think there was a lot I was talking about. Oh, and then at the end, oh my gosh, I was like, well, Paul, he's okay. Him and Abby, well, Abby's not with us anymore, but him and Abby are doing fine. We're not connected at the hips. He wanted to travel. I was coming up with all kinds of stuff. I was just trying to okay, because somebody said, well, where's Paul? Well, yeah. it was a hot mess. Okay. It was really messy. But I thought I'd show it because, like I said, I mean, I have no shame when it comes to that. I like to be real with y'all, and I think you know that. I'm just me. And if you get me, right on. If you don't, I understand. Yeah, I really do understand. But I did want to show that. And I think, because I knew that I would end up talking about it, and I think one of the things that I want to share with you is that life does go on. And there's been so much change in me. I mean, I am looking back now because it's been a year. So this is my time of reflection. So I've even been talking with my girlfriends, about reflecting on our lives and how things have changed and how I've changed. And especially the past 6 months since I've been in Flagstaff. Oh my gosh. So I'll talk about that too. But there's been so much change in my life. I think I look a lot different, and I really am happy. I really am. I think overall it was a good system. It was a good thing that happened. And I pray he's doing just wonderful. I really do. I hope maybe he's even found somebody else. I don't know. But I'm happy for him. He's on my prayer list. I pray for him. And I hope that he's doing very, very, very well. Yes, I am. I'm happy about that. And I'm sure he is. And I'm really happy too. I am, if you don't know the full story, I'll just be brief because I've talked about this quite a bit. I was single I was single 25 years, literally did not date. Didn't look at men, they didn't look at me. I didn't dress for them to look at me. I was a mom. And then when my kids left, I was just me. Happy just to be single, solo, isolated, okay? Well, then I met Paul, and I took a chance. Well, the chance didn't work out, okay? So I'm happy to be single again. I really am. I think this is my most comfortable position. It's just to be me. And when you become a couple with somebody, now some of you have been married for years and years and years. So it's hard for you to remember what it was like maybe when you were single, or maybe you got married when you were 19 and you've been married the whole time. But if you were married and you got a divorce, you know what it's like to then have to go through that mourning period and discover yourself and find that peace within yourself again. Yeah. So I in a year's time, Paul and I were together about 3.5 years, which isn't that long. That isn't that long. So I think the year was good to get over it, mourn and grieve, whatever I needed to do, and then move on. And I'm moving on. I think there's so much more. And then with my age, I think there's so much more coming up and kind of riling up and I should say rising up, rising up. Yeah. Just to rise up. This is all improv. I did not practice this. I usually don't practice my videos, by the way. So yeah, it was fun watching that video and seeing where I was at. And of course I could watch myself, and I know myself very well that, it was a hot mess. And it's okay. I don't care. This is just, what I do is I let you in on my life if you want to watch me. If you don't, I get it. And you probably aren't watching this if you don't want to watch me, right? Or you've given up on my channel and says she's too wacky for me. Or I don't like that. But, a lot of you have been here with me, and new people come in all the time. So this is me. What you see is what you get. I don't rehearse. I come up with, if I have something to say, I say it. if I don't have anything to say, I usually don't do a video. Because why would I waste your time and mine doing something where I've talked about 1 billion times or whatever. Let me explain this. I am a gal who lives in a minivan. And I have lived in a minivan for now over 7 years. Going on 8. Oh my gosh. I've lived in here. This is my second minivan, but I've lived in a minivan all this time. I have a no build out, but I won't go into that. But yeah, I sit on the floor. Yep, I sit on the floor like an Indian sometimes. Yeah. But this is who I am. And I don't always talk about, so I'm not your usual van life channel. I really am not. For me personally, with my personality, to talk about van life every single video would be like ho-hum. That I would bore myself. No, this isn't just about, living in a minivan, you know. I think a lot of my topics kind of relate to that. But on the video yesterday, I'm just going through everything. Oh, and look at this. Oh, and look at this. Oh, look, I've got a light hanging. Oh, and look at this food in here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Woo, that was crazy. But I just made it public because what the heck? I don't care. Yeah, I just wanted you to see, maybe who've been watching me for a while, the difference. Yeah, the difference. Speaking of food, now tomorrow I'm going to present to you a video. There's been some changes in my food. Yeah, my eating. I don't know if it's forever. I don't think anything's forever. I like to switch things up in my life. But I will share with you some of the changes. They might be wacky. They might seem like, why would you do it that way? I'm doing it this way just to give you a clue beforehand that I'm just trying something else different out. I like to try different things. I like to switch things up. Maybe that's why I'm not that easy of a romantic partner. You can ask Paul about that. I like to switch things up. I'm not as consistent as some other gals. I don't know, but I like variety. I like to switch things up, and I do expect a lot. I did want to talk about that, so let me talk about this. I just saw a reel short, however they call them. I know every social media platform that kind of calls them different, but I saw it, and they said if a guy doesn't treat you like a queen, if he doesn't want to pay for your meals, if he doesn't want to, like he wants to be with you and he wants all the benefits, but he doesn't want to support you, he doesn't want to treat you that way, no, don't do it. You need to demand that you're treated like a queen. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, demand. No, I think the demand comes from within us girls. If you're girls, guys, maybe you could just stay with me and you can get insight to what females are about if you don't know yet. But we have demands within ourselves. And a lot of times we let those demands down. We are willing to settle for less than what we really do deserve, because girls are pretty fantastic. I know a lot of you guys that say, oh, yeah, right. Well, I could go on and on about that, but this is my point here, is that that's where I'm at. Unless someone is willing to treat me as well as I think I treat myself, no. No, thank you, because it's so peaceful just being single, isn't it, girls? I mean, it really is. It's so peaceful that, there's no settling. Now, some of you say, well, why do you still wear your ring? Because I love my ring. I do. I love it. The ring that I bought Paul cost as much as this one. They were exactly the same price. So I just figure I bought this for myself. I know. I love my ring. I mean, I love it. It's nice gold. Yeah. So that's why I wear it. A lot of people say, well, I see you not wearing your ring. I see you wearing your ring. You're not wearing your ring. The reason I wasn't wearing my ring for a while is because what happens with gold is when you get a mineral type ointment or something like Desitin, in the summer my neck breaks out. It's weird. And now that it's cold, it's gone. But I had to put Desitin on, which got onto my finger, which made my ring, it made it black right here. It like brings out weird in the gold. And so I just ended up taking it off because I was getting tired of getting all that black oxidized stuff off. Well, because I read about it, I thought, well, maybe this isn't cold. But it is. It's just if you get a mineral ointment like Desitin, zinc oxide, anything with zinc oxide, your mineral type sunblock, yeah, it will make it like a black mark from the gold. But no, people say, oh, you're wearing it, you're not wearing it. I love it. I mean, yeah, I do love my ring. And I suppose it does, it's a symbol like, yeah, stay away, guys. I'm married or something, yeah, right. So, yeah. So what have I been doing I've mentioned about 6 months. What have I been doing these past 6 months? I have been isolated. The only real person I've ever spent any amount of time with, well, I did with Rhonda for a minute, has been Max. He's been a good friend. He's been a friend for 5 years. And, 5 years now. He's been a really good friend. When he was in Flagstaff, we would go do something every once in a while. Doesn't mean we're, connected at the hip or anything. But yeah, he's been a good friend. And he's really been the only person that I've really spent any time with. I've cut off from face to face. And of course, I don't have family up here. And I don't have, like, a lot of friends. Like people that live in houses like I do in Tucson. So this has been like an isolated time, six months worth. And there's a lot of changes that have happened with me. I have really gone inward. I'm anxious to go to Tucson, but I do realize that I got to start being around people again. It's been wonderful. I've really enjoyed it, being alone. Very, very nice. I did have one friend that said, well, be careful if you're isolated because it'll not be good for you. And then they said, well, I've been kind of isolated myself and it's kind of cool. So, no, I'm not worried that, I'm going to be just isolated. But it does make me learn more about myself. It really does. And I do like myself. Oh my gosh. I hope you like me. I hope you do because I like me. I think I'm fun. I'm fun to be around for myself. And things that I talk about on my videos, on my episodes, are just things that come to my mind. Maybe I try to relate to maybe you're going through this like I'm going through it. Yeah, because a lot of females that watch this and guys, we're all kind of the same age somewhat. Or the ones who are younger, and I love younger people, the ones who are younger, they can see and view and see how it can be when you get older. Because you don't have to get all decrepit and lose all your energy and just wrinkle up and everything. No, you don't have to dry up when you get older. I'm 71. You don't have to do that. You can stay vibrant, okay? I guess in Flagstaff, I haven't been very vibrant. Boy, when I get to Tucson, I will be again. I've got to get busy when I get to Tucson. Oh my gosh, I've got to get back to exercising. But yeah, I'll be so glad. I will be glad to get back. But in a couple weeks, I'll be there. Well, this is going on and on. I wanted to talk about that video from yesterday and explain to y'all what in the world was going on a year ago. Yeah. I laughed so hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just got to show y'all, what this is like again. And, yeah. Okay. So, also 2 other things. I talk about God now. Okay. He's asked me to, times are getting short. Life is short, but eternity is long. In fact, eternity is forever. And I'm more concerned about that. So if in any way that I offend you when I do, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I don't want you to be offended, but I've got to do what I've got to do, right? I listen to him. I do. And I want to encourage all of you out there who are Christians like me, and I want to encourage you to get into the Word and just be saying prayers. Prayer for the country, prayer for the nation, prayer for the world, prayer for your families. That's very important. And prayer for just even your enemies. Yeah, even your enemies. We need to do that. And make sure that you keep that oil in your lamp. Now, where does that oil come from? It comes from obeying. It does. The oil comes from that and being authentic with him. Yeah, being authentic. Okay? So I wanted to explain that because I had somebody ask me on Facebook. They said, why are you talking about God all the time? Well, because I am. Because I am. And if there's any way that I can encourage anybody, I want to do it. And if anybody is offended by that, maybe this isn't the right place for you. I hope it is. I don't want you to go anywhere. I don't want to offend you, but I do have to be true to myself, and I have to be true to my Creator. Okay? Okay, so I love you guys. Yeah, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I do got the book, How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Lee Way. Yeah, I got that. And if you want to support me, I've got minivanlee.com, and click on gifts, and it's safe and secure, and $5 is just fine. It just helps support me. Yeah, if you're so inclined. You don't have to. No, you don't have to. But if you like to tithe, if you don't have anybody to tithe to, you can do it to me. Okay. Now I'm gonna go. Okay, I've got 2 more weeks here. That's okay. Why don't I go sooner? Why don't I go now? Because I know how fickle the Southwest is. Yeah, it says it's cool tomorrow, but it's going to go back up to 95. You betcha, baby. Yes, I think my safe spot is maybe November, the 1st of November, the first week. And then I think it might edge up one day, but it will drop back down. Yes. So I'm not going too soon. It was a rough summer we all had. I am not going to go back into 92, 93 degree weather. It just ain't going to happen. I'm not going to do it. I would rather freeze here. And believe me, tomorrow it's supposed to get down to like 30 degrees. I mean, it's supposed to rain. It might even snow. Bring it on, baby. I don't care. Bye, everybody. I love you guys. I do.